Let me ask you this: y'all had a huge junior day a couple of weeks ago. What was your what were you not what were you thinking? Not because it was huge. That came out wrong. Like, what were you thinking? But like, were y'all thinking, hey, let's get as many kids as we can here. Let's let them introduce. What was your what's the word I'm looking for? Strategy.
So
with over 200 kids.
So our strategy was to, bring as many kids as we can and let them experience our new staff, have them be around our coaches, have them be around us, our support staff. And it was a really cool opportunity for everyone just to get to see what this new staff is and who we are, right? Like, we're different than previous regimes that have been here, and just, get to know us for us, right? Like, we're just genuine, authentic people, and we just want to keep building relationships. I think that's the biggest thing in recruiting, is building genuine relationships with people.
And I know you guys a lot. We talked to a lot of these kids after they left, and 98% of them, it was overall success. It was a huge day. I think you made jumps up on the list of several guys. I think a commitment or two came from it. And so it sounds like the next step is to get these kids back to see practice. You guys start practice next Monday. Is that is you want to get them here as many opportunities, many times as you can?
Absolutely. I think, them see, what we do in practice, at the end of the day, they're football players. They want to be around football, right? So they want to come see how we coach. I'm sure they want to see what we're doing install wise. I'm sure they want to evaluate themselves on their position group, like who they are coming in to face off against, and, getting to see like, hey, like, these players look like they're having fun, or, kind of what's going on here and there.
Okay, when do you, as a staff, do y'all sit down and go, okay, strategically, do we want to have another junior day? Do we want to do this? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, I think, that really all comes from top down, really comes from Coach Freeze and us sitting down together, going through the calendar and saying, hey, like, I think it'd be beneficial for us to have another junior day. I think it'd be beneficial for us to do this. And it's really all Coach Freeze led. He does a great job of that. He does a great job grasping, where we're at as a team every single day, and kind of saying, hey guys, this is what I feel like is best for Auburn, this week, this month, in the next couple months. This is what I feel like is good. And what's really good about Coach Freeze is he's not like, oh, it's my way or the highway, guys. Like this is it. Like, he's open to ideas. He's open to sitting down together and collabing. And it's just, I think that's the biggest thing, is like having someone like that. It makes you feel valued no matter what department you're in.
Oh yeah.
I try to be the same with our personnel department. I mean, I don't care if you're director of scouting or if you're a student that's coming in to help us out. I think you got to sit there and listen to everyone and take input, because you don't know what someone's going to say that's actually going to make you start thinking, and you're like, wow, that's a really good idea. Wow. Like, instead of just saying, I'm not listening to them because they're so-and-so, like, no. And I think that really starts from top down. And I mean, it's genuinely why I love Coach Freeze. And I mean, this has been my longest tenure with the head coach, a long time. I've kind of jumped from place to place to place to place, went from NFL team to NFL team to college teams, because like early on in my career, I wanted to keep climbing. I wanted to keep learning, right? Like, what makes this team good? What are these guys doing? And then really trying to combine it all together and say, you know what, maybe one day when someone gives me a shot, this is how I want to do it. And like, Coach Freeze is that person. And, I genuinely love him for that. And man, he's like this with everyone. It doesn't matter if it's recruiting. It doesn't matter if it's operations. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, Coach Freeze is as genuine as it comes, and we'll start listening to people no matter what. And I think that's really what's helped us out a lot, especially since we've come here in a short amount of time. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, if you sit there and you have input, like, it can be some random person saying, hey, like, man, I really like this player from so-and-so. Then he'll look over at me and say, did you watch him? And then I'm like, Coach, either yes, and this is what he is, or, you know what, Coach, I have not. Then he just gives me the stare. And I'm like, Coach, I'm right on it right now. I'm going right now. So it's been awesome.